Today we're going to do a very special set. We're going to do the Airport Shuttle, released in 1990. Let's go, let's start. Exciting, a lot of windows we have here. One window, two windows, and now it's working, now it's fitting. Bite marks. This is also a very expensive piece. Let's be very careful and delicate with it. With this pin, you can actually make the motor run, but maybe that's something for later. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We already go to the next page. Yeah, speechless. I'm already speechless. Sip of water. Hello, this is Timo, and this is another video of my project where I'm talking and building my old Lego. Today we're going to do a very special set. We're going to do the Airport Shuttle 6399, released in 1990, available for 3 years only, 1991, 1992. It was also in the catalog. It has 728 parts and 9 minifigures. Yeah, people that are following my channel already for a while, they know that I mentioned this set already pretty often. And I was always postponing shooting this video because, yeah, you can already take a look at my table. There are 728 pieces. It's the more, let's say, complicated set to film. And it's also an important set to me. And let's just start, and then we just chat about it a bit. Oh, we do the minifigures first, of course. So we just put it with the cover closed. Yeah, 9 minifigures. Let's start. So yeah, that's a very special set to me. Lego trains, and this well, it's also a train actually, a monorail. And this particular Lego City set is also very special to me. It's a very iconic set. It's a very wanted set nowadays. I think people pay a lot of money to get the parts together for having this set. I have to figure out where to put minifigures still. We will find out while building. Yeah, so people do quite a lot of effort to get this set together, to have this set. And some parts are crazy expensive because they are not produced anymore for 35 years, right? 1990. Yeah, so that's the thing with this set. 1 second. So in this entire pile of bricks, I hope I can make it to find everything and not that I have to search too much. I tried again to make it a bit more efficient where I put the particular bricks. But still a big pile, huge pile of bricks. Yeah, so it's a quite iconic set. I think it's the monorail set, right? You also have some space sets that some monorail space sets. I think there were like 2. And that was actually the first monorail that was available in 1987 or 1989. No, I think it was 1987. So then it was actually introduced, this monorail system. And then in 1990, we had this Airport Shuttle, available only for 3 years. Way too short. And then there was still like another space set which I think was available till, I don't know, we did actually the Lego catalog of 1996, and there it was actually still available. So I assume that was actually the last year that there was a monorail available from Lego. Such a pity, because I think it was an amazing system, this monorail. By the way, this is not all the bricks. You already see probably that the tracks are actually there. And there's also an interesting story about the tracks, because the tracks, especially the straight tracks, they're really expensive. I think you pay like 90 euros for one straight track. I'm not sure. So actually there's a fortune right now on my table. Yeah, you will see more interesting pieces, molds, while we're building this set, especially also from the monorail train. And of course the tracks are very unique, very collector's thing. There is even, because they are so expensive to get them now, there's even this remake brands that are producing, they copied the design of the tracks. And there's the last minifigure torso and the last minifigure. And then we have the 9 minifigures. I should have put them for this camera. I should have put them pointing there, but I anyway have to see where I put those fellows. Maybe in front of the... Let's just show them very briefly, because of course I will also do a review about the set. This is by the way exactly a railway stuff guy with the outfit from the 12-volt system. And that's interesting because the set was actually released in the last year of the 12-volt system. So there was a 9-volt system actually, because it's running on batteries in a 9-volt system. So there was a year that those two systems, this 9-volt and this 12-volt system, were like coexisting together in the same year. Yeah, let's put it a bit in the order of instructions. Probably it is not so efficient what I'm doing here, because they will probably fall. They will probably fall over all the time when I'm going to browse to the instructions. But it's like maybe a temporary spot. So something like this. So the little village here, like 9 minifigures. Let's start. Well, we already started with the minifigures, but now we start with the real thing. The train. The monorail train. And I have to be really, it's very tight here on the table. So, let's go, let's start. Exciting. Probably also after at least 30 years that I saw this set built together. I mean, my own set. I saw some videos on YouTube, of course. And now it's a bit a thing. The start, we also saw it with the other big sets. That the start is always a bit tough to find all the pieces. But on some point, it will get easier when the pieces are gone. When they are like involved in the set, in the build. And be careful that it's not all out of the canvas from this top camera. That would be a shame, right? Yeah, amazing set. I'm very excited to see it again and to see it running again. And this is a bit like, it's always scary. Because yeah, this is the motor block, by the way. It will get involved pretty soon in this train. And yeah, I don't know what happened inside this 30 years, 35 years that it was not running. So that will be also like a surprise how that will go on the very end of this build, when we're actually, of course, we'll try to make it run. But right now we are not so far yet. By the way, this video will probably be in 4 parts. So the first part is what you're seeing now, building the train. Then there are 2 stations in this set. So every station will have its own video. And then the final 4th video will be all about putting those tracks together and make it actually run. And yeah, and that will be probably the most exciting part, because it's possible that it will be disappointing and that it will not run anymore, which I don't think so, because my experience with Lego stuff, Lego sets, is that, you know, all the motorized things are still working, except for the 12-volt era, also the 9-volt Lego trains era, is that the cables were actually quite broken. The plastic around the metal was just dissolved. So that's the only thing actually that happened that I can mention. And till now it's going fine with finding the bricks. It looks like a quite big pile with a lot of bricks on top of each other, but there's actually a kind of system still. I mean, it's not so complicated. I just made sure that the bricks have a bit like a logic spot. This is the wrong one, I need the 8. So then I can still easily find them back. Yeah, and the white, of course, there's this problem with the white bricks, that some of them, they just got quite yellow. And yeah. But unfortunately, this I mean, I think on the instructions, or I remember on the box, there was actually also an alternative build. But unfortunately, you know, they don't always put the instructions for this in the instructions. So that's always a pity. And it would actually have been nice if there would also have been the possibility to make an alternative build. But yeah, not. But that means that we are immediately going for the real thing. And I see I already have to put a battery inside. I didn't think about it. Of course, I made sure that I have one. And the stickers are on it also. Quite the original, still the original stickers. Yeah. Okay. Trying to jump out of it again. Guess this is to make it being fixed proper. And there's the battery box. There we put the battery box with the battery inside. So it's already powered now. Exciting, huh? Or not? Next page. Oh. Yeah, and it's just again a bit managing this. To put the entire instructions open, like 2 pages, was just too much. So we have to do it like this. But then of course on the start, on the end, it doesn't really want to stay open easily. But it's going well. All right, the windows. A lot of windows we have here. So let's start. 1 window. 2 window. Then we need like, oh. There's a lot of things happening in this step. All these tiny pieces making the dashboard of the monorail driver. Not the train driver, the monorail driver. Then the wire, I have it here. And I assume this is the correct wire. I think so. Like this. All right. Then we have 1 window. Then we have this big piece. We have it here. Oh, I forgot there's still two 1x8 plates here. And now it's working, now it's fitting. Bite marks. Yes, that's the thing with old Lego. Bite marks, or yeah, just broken. Or if it's white or some gray bricks, they just got yellow, right? That's also another thing. It's not something you really can do about it, it's just how it is. It's part of the nostalgia, right? So, okay. And then I have to make this my, okay. More windows. Oh, it's already falling now. It's not possible to have this pile. Oh, white first. And then I need the red one. And then, ooh, that's there, this bird. And one with a window. And then a window in the roof, like this. No. Okay. Then it's going here, and this is going here. All right. Look. Exciting. There it is. There's the front. Oh, there's still a 1x8 1x4 plate missing. And then, oh, there's a tree. I'm destroying a tree here. Make it fall. And then this is going here. And then we close it. All right. And then we need a couple of grill pieces here and one there. And then we do this very delicate, I think it's a very delicate piece, this bogey. This looks almost like this scale modeling trains. So delicate it is. And then we put the motor, and we have to, this is also a very expensive piece. Yeah. So let's be very careful and delicate with it. And this one needs a lot of grilled pieces on it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 grilled pieces. And that's going, this is the system. Yeah, like this. You have this motor block. And then we have to connect it. And connect it. There's also an interesting part here. The way you have to connect it is you have to. No. Yeah. Now we could actually, with this pin, it's going to the left or to the right, you can actually make the motor run. Just if I push it now, we will find out if it's working, but I don't do it. I don't do it. I think I like the excitement when it's on the track and when it's just running. So crazy, right? Crazy. So we need this part. So let's put it just here because we have to build the other side of the train. Yeah, this is a bit crazy because we can actually check if it's working. But for some reason, I want to save that for on the end. Which can also result in a huge disappointment that is not working. And now I need the other front part piece. I hear this. I don't know how it's called. Headlight holder. I don't know, something like this. And so we basically have to do the same, although this side of the train is a bit different because it has no motor, of course, on it. And just take a look again. This is this special plate, which is quite costly when you want to have it now on Bricklink. So yeah, because I actually was thinking about to get the second train because I also have switches. I have also an extension set. Expansion set. I have an expansion set also. Twice I have it actually. I don't know why. So I have switches actually. I have switches and more tracks. And yes, if you have switches, then you also need more trains, right? Otherwise, those switches are pointless. So yeah, I don't know. So I was thinking about maybe I can still check if it's not that expensive to obtain a second train, to make a second train. But maybe that's something for later. This project is still not bringing anything. I mean, fun, it's bringing fun. But financially, it's still like totally a volunteering thing. And I want to be a bit careful with just investing too much without getting something back for it. And I already did a lot because if you checked one of my recent videos, I also had to buy a new camera, or it was a used camera, but still was costly. So I have to be a bit careful with investments. I'm not that rich. That's also a problem, of course. Otherwise, yeah. All right. But I have great old Lego sets. So that's also a failure, right? Although I will probably never ever sell my sets. This is too special to me. And I also have a daughter. And she will also get on some point maybe interested in playing with it. And then but yeah, it's basically all hers. Then she can do with it what she wants. Now I'm looking for 2 more corner pieces, or yeah. And I don't know, I didn't see that much corner pieces here. Maybe I'm crazy, but okay. Let's just wait a tiny bit. We still have we don't have that much space to wait. They should be here. I don't understand. I, of course, checked all the parts again. There's one. Okay, I think everything is fine. Then the other one must also be there, somewhere. Yeah, they are there. No stress, no stress. Everything fine. So, crazy. We already go to the next page. Of course, the same thing like with Lego trains. The capacity, I mean, how much minifigures actually fitting inside is quite limited. This one can have two minifigures, plus the driver. And this one can have one more passenger, so 3 plus driver, like a bi-directional train. You could make maybe like a one-directional train of it, and then you could give the space of the other driver cabin to passenger, right? So this is an option. Still, it's not a very high capacity train with 5 or 6 passengers able to fit inside. So yeah. And then I'm looking again for some pieces. There's one. I'm always still trusting Bricklink with the pieces that are included here. There, this was buried again. Like mostly it's just buried underneath some other bricks. Right. Oh, and then we also have to make this display again, this dashboard for the dear driver. No. And then a 1x4, there it is. And then 1x1 plate, tiny, tiny, tiny. There's another window. And then this long one again, here. Yeah. This 1x10. Then a 1x6. Then a 1x4. 4 here. And then a 1x3 there. All right. 1x4. Another 1x4. Another 1x4. Yeah, where? That's always the thing with the last one you need. That one is always hidden. Yeah, 1x4 I need. Where are you, 1x4? No. Okay. There it is. Yeah, it's always a bit stressing moment because of course when the camera is running I want just to have all the pieces available. I don't want to search too much. I'm always trying to keep the videos as short as possible, and that's not working when I cannot find the particular pieces. Then we're going to do the final windows. The final windows, and then we have almost the train complete. And yeah. Then we have the first, we did the first challenge of putting this train together. All right, and there's the other one. Yeah, I have it here. Perfect. And then this is going here. That's going here. And then we have this open one with a window, a roof window again in the middle. All right. Ah, it's amazing. I was so happy when I was a kid. When I think I got it from Christmas or something, but I also paid my part because yeah, it was quite expensive also back then. I think it was something like 350 gulden. Oh. Today that would be like only 175 euros, but yeah, I think the value doubled, right? Of this currency. All right. And then the other delicate I'm just so afraid. I'm just so afraid that I break it, you know. Because knowing that all these pieces are so expensive. And then we have it. Then we have it. I can maybe show it in the camera, but it's quite big. Quite big. Or maybe like this. Sure. Yeah, this is really one of the most special sets for me. Also the history. Yeah, the way I obtained it, and I was so happy. I was immediately opening the box and start building it while we were still celebrating Christmas. I don't know if it was Christmas or it was Sinterklaas, like Saint Nicholas. We celebrate this in Holland also. Yeah, that's actually the next step. The station. The base plates are here. What else can I say? Yeah, speechless. I'm already speechless. Sip of water. I have to see where I put everything because I didn't actually count on this now. Somewhere there maybe. Maybe I can already do that now. Because I assume that the white pieces are mostly involved in this next part. Doesn't fit. No. I put it like an angle, I don't know. Temporary. Something like this. It's like one big construction site. Here also everything is not very straight, so maybe this is an option. As long we have this bricks there. Yeah, let's wrap it. Let's continue next week with this first station of the Airport Shuttle 6399, released in 1990. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and please also hit notification bell because then it makes sense to subscribe. I wish you a wonderful day and see you soon in the next video next week. Goodbye.